Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sarah, and we're the Global Geezers. We're in Warsaw, Poland.
This Polak finally made it to Poland.
We're gonna go walk around and check things out. We're not here for very long, so we're gonna try to cram as much as we can in a comfortable amount of time.
Yep. We don't have any plans. Surprise! We're just gonna wing it, like usual. We're just gonna show you what we find. That's how we roll. So, let's go. This is us buying tickets for the metro here. It's in English, so it's not too bad.
We were successful. We got our 3-day tickets.
Multi-pass.
Multi-pass. So we got 2 of them for 72 zloty.
Which is basically $18.
Not bad. All right, we made it on the tram. We might want to stop until we get on a different one.
That's the tram we need right there. Being in a new city, you can get lost so easy, but it's so fun sometimes. All right, we've come to the old city first. Now I know in World War II, Warsaw was pretty leveled, so I don't know how much of this is still original and how much has been rebuilt over, well, how much was rebuilt after the war, but. You can see the old city wall just by following the red brick road.
OMG, this little side street is absolutely adorable. We're in the search for a little tiny pierogi shop. We don't have a place in mind. We're just hoping to come across one. We don't figure it should be too difficult to find though. And just as I say that.
Score!
Look at the backdrop.
I know.
Beautiful.
Okay, we got the local brew. It's called Vich. I can't pronounce it. I'm gonna butcher every word in Polish, so be aware. But I've got a wheat beer and Sarah got a lager.
Have lunch.
Sarah got potatoes and cheese, known as pierogi's ruski, and I've got the bacon and potatoes. Yummy. Looks like standard bacon.
No, I want.
Are you liking the butter?
Yeah.
300 milliliters.
It's better with butter.
In a mug, it's only to drink.
А вчера, ой, красота какая, Шопен играет в парке, там столько народу, такси, и такие все культурные.
I feel like I've been practicing all my life for this.
И очень много русских.
Okay, it's pretty much locked, so we can't go inside, but here's a good idea of what it looks like. Of course, you're gonna get glare from the window, but because there's a window, it's not like we can get in, but like a solar clock up there. Oh, this is cool. Beautiful.
So we've just gotten to the main square in Old Town, and it's beautiful all the way. Oh, low flyer. So it's beautiful. Check out the buildings around us. They're absolutely gorgeous. Tons of cafes, all kinds of outdoor seating. It's a beautiful day for it. But yeah, really
I think we
cool.
need to find some more pierogies. Maybe. One thing about Europe is they usually put like the year that the building was done on the building, which is kind of cool because then we can find out how old it is. This building says 1566 to 1953. So I don't know if it was there for that long and then they had to rebuild it. I don't know, but it's a cool building. There's like painting on the buildings, and then there's just sculptures on the buildings and all sorts of different kinds of stuff outside the windows. Now we're talking.
Let's see what's over here. This is the old wall. Well, the rebuilt, probably old wall, because I think everything was leveled.
The old city wall. We are now outside of the old city. I guess we're gonna have to go back in or continue on. There's a church here we're gonna go check out first.
We are going through one of the gates from the old city walls, but there's some kind of a church or something over here, which is we've been able to see from the distance. Ooh, so we want to see what it is.
We are still in Old Town, or we're back in Old Town now. We went outside of Old Town to kind of look at a couple of churches, and now we're back inside the Old Town walls. Just beautiful buildings.
Polish pierogi garden.
Everybody needs a Polish pierogi garden. It's really pretty when the late afternoon sun hits these buildings and just lights them up. Hang in there, dude. Yeah, it's oh, okay, yeah, it's 4:30.
It is.
It's much prettier now that the sun's hitting it properly. Well, the church appears open, so it's piqued our curiosity to take a look inside. The sun is hitting it just perfectly right now. There you go, Pop. Building here is where Frederick Chopin had his first public appearance. And it's now the, let me get there exactly, the official seat of the President of the Republic of Poland. So this is the presidential palace. Guards everywhere, so I would think that would be a presidential palace. A lot of cameras too. The statue is Kesazi Joseph Poniatowski. This looks like the hotel because all the expensive cars are sitting out in front of it. It's called the Hotel Bristol and it's right next to the presidential palace, so yeah. Yeah, I think we'll stay out of this one. I think you've seen enough churches just today. This is still day one. We still got a couple more days. Okay, that's a big church, but it doesn't look like it's open, so we'll just have to admire it from the outside.
Day 2.
Just kind of walking today. Sarah had a Zoom meeting with some friends, so I thought I'd come out here and just take a look at this area east of our hotel area and all the tourist area. And I'm on a bridge that's above a bunch of other things that the tram runs along. Got apartment buildings, just
I guess, basic life down below. I thought there was a river here, but I was mistaken because it's just a bunch of buildings, apartment buildings, and some businesses. That's all it is. Really interesting. I'll have to take a tram back though, because I've walked quite a ways. They have ways to get down there. They're along this long bridge. There are these little areas you can take the stairs down. Warsaw does remind me a lot of Prague. Maybe it's just due to the communist regime back in the day when a lot of this stuff was built. But that's what it reminds me of, but it's got a certain beauty to it. Every now and then you come across these tram stops and you basically take stairs underneath the roads to get to the tram stops. And it's like this on the corners too. Ah, I found the river. I thought there was a river, but I didn't know for sure until I got to the river. I'm gonna walk over to the stadium though. We saw this from the old town. The name of this river is, I ain't gonna pronounce it. Above right. Here's a better look at their stadium.
Several bad puns later.
Look at some modern buildings they got here. And here's a better view of the front of it. Looks like there's a theater, a kinoteca, I don't know what kinoteca is, and then a technical museum. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that there's kind of a parky area over here.
Yeah. Parky.
So we stopped for dinner at this little side street, which is nice and quiet. Sitting out on the street, basically. And we ordered our food, and they brought us this little appetizer, which is cottage cheese and sun-dried tomatoes, olive oil. Tastes like pepper. Really yummy, fresh bread. Tasty. I was hoping for some greens, but that's the only green. There's no lettuce. Oh well. Yum.
What'd you get?
I got potato and cheese pierogi with a side of sour cream, because that's the way they eat it here.
And I got the mixed version. I have no idea. It's gonna be like a box of chocolates.
Day 3.
We're gonna go for a walk in the park.
This is our last day in Warsaw, so we thought we'd see some parks and monuments in the parks.
And apparently pretty palaces with lakes around them.
Yeah, if we can find them.
We have this pretty little bridge with a pond. So nice. Lots of trees, different kinds of trees. Good for the soul. There's a pretty little building kind of by itself with a nice little fountain. We're gonna walk that away and look for the pond and the palace.
That's not a pond? One of the monuments, but it's in Polish, so I can't tell you what it is and what it's for. But it's pretty. I think we're out of the park, officially out of the park, and we're just in a, I don't know, maybe a tree-filled residential area.
So there's a little tented, protected area. It looks like it's something they maybe uncovered from way back when. I don't know, it kind of has this hammam kind of a look, because look at all the little circular air stuff. I don't know.
Wonder if they used it as a bomb shelter. All right, I think this is a museum, and it's got some interesting artwork just out front. Looks like we found the gates to a royal museum. Okay, so this is the Royal Lazinki Museum. All right, we're on the other side of this palace, and it's pretty nice. Pretty spectacular. As you can see, we've walked across onto the other side of the pond. Well, actually the pond extends further, but to get a good front view of the palace.
We found a bench in the park,
We did.
and we have a pretty view across the pond.
At the museum. Stanislav Wisniewski. I don't know. We've come to the amphitheater, and it's kind of a cool amphitheater. It's seating on one side, and you got like a moat in between that and the stage. I guess so people can't get across if they don't like the act going. I don't know. We can't get into it because it's locked, but you can get an idea.
It's been such a pretty walk so far. This park is huge, and there's lots of different structures and gardens and like ponds and streams. It's really cool. And then you come across something like this. It's like, wow. Looks like there's nice little areas outside to sit. Maybe a place to eat or get a drink.
Okay, this is called the Belvedere. It's a restaurant. As you can see by all the video, this is one big park. It says Norvid. Yeah, don't know who it is. I don't know, that's a pretty impressive water tower.
Well, that was cool.
There's our trip through the museum.
Yay.
Short and sweet. Here's one of the entrances. We didn't come in this entrance. We're leaving out of this exit. It's a cute little entrance. Well, that's Warsaw. We kind of put it all into 3 days because we were here for 3 days. Yeah. But this is a beautiful city. If you come here a week, at least a week, we didn't go into any museums other than the Water Tower Museum.
That doesn't really count, but
No.
I'm glad it was open to us. It was
Yeah.
free in September, so that made it nice. But and I don't know how much all the tickets for the different places in that park would have cost.
No.
It might have been very inexpensive, but we just knew that we didn't want to spend more time inside than we did outside that day. We
Right.
just wanted to explore the gardens. So, and because we didn't have a lot of time in this city, we knew that going into museums would just take a lot more time than what we had. And you might find that you want to do something differently, and that's cool. That's what's wonderful about, exploring.
Yep. Did we see everything? No. There's a lot of stuff that we could see in the distance that we never got to, that maybe when we come back we can see.
Yeah.
But we're on to the next Polish city,
Yay.
and you get to see that next week. But until then,
Bye.
bye.
What are the global geezers? We are in...
Take it, Sarah. Yeah, they're pretty good with pedestrians here. You walk in the proper sidewalk, or proper, God, what am I trying to say? Proper crosswalk, and they pretty much stop for you. It's really pretty when the evening sun, or the late afternoon sun. I think we're on a busy street. What do you think? As you can see by all the video, this is one big ass... Sorry.
It's nice and quiet here.
Yeah, nice and quiet.
I need to pee.